is honored and humbled to announce his candidacy as the Conservative Party of Canada MP from Brampton West. A proud resident of Brampton for over 20 years. Sorry? Oh, now he's an elected MP, so he's gone up from not just running, but he is the elected MP, so Haribol!
Hare Krishna.
And he always puts his constituents first, and he has his Amarjeet along with his wife and their Ontario-born son Rajur has made Brampton his home from India since 1998, and his journey is deeply rooted in his family legacy of service. His grandfather and father both served in the armed forces during World War I and World War II respectively, protecting the freedoms we cherish today. So please give him a warm Hare Krishna!
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, everyone. Hello, everyone. My name is Amarjeet Gill. I'm proud to be the Conservative Member of Parliament for Brampton West. It's a pleasure to be here on behalf of the Conservative Party of Canada and our leader, Pierre Poilievre. I am honored to share this message from the Conservative Caucus. Today, I've been joined with my good friend, Roman Babar, Member of Parliament for York Centre as well. On behalf of Canada's Conservative, I would like to send my best wishes to everyone gathered for the 13th annual Scarborough Jagannath Rath Yatra Festival. Every day, Canadians of South Asian heritage contribute to their communities in countless ways. Over years of hard work and sacrifice, you have made Canada a richer and more vibrant place, and celebrations like this one offer hope for a brighter tomorrow. But whether they are auto mechanics or architects, barristers or business owners, Canadians are struggling to get ahead the way their parents and grandparents did. That's why Conservatives believe in a Canada where lower taxes and less red tape mean workers can work and builders can build, with an immigration system that serves Canadians' interest. So our young people can find good paying jobs and buy affordable homes to raise next generation. A country that does not just sacrifice to survive today, but fights to thrive tomorrow. We want a Canada that is envy of the world, home to the richest, the safest, and the freest people on the earth. That's the Canadian way. अब आप सभी लोगों के सामने मैं एक और चीज बताना चाहूँगा कि I had the opportunity to go to West Virginia, Prabhupada's place as well. Hare Krishna, and I found that place has amazing devotees that are working, and I always say this, that Lord Krishna is the ultimate power. We all know, and I will say something in Hindi also, that असंभव को संभव बनाने का नाम है Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna. Today's festival is a testament to everything that Hindu Canadians continue to give to our communities and our country. I'm sincerely grateful to everyone at Iskcon for organizing the Scarborough Jagannath Rath Yatra festival and for everything you do to uplift your fellow Canadians. As you come together, I hope you are renewed in your commitments to preserving the cherished values of peace, harmony, and diversity. I wish everyone a wonderful day of festivities. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you very much, Amarjeet Gill, for those wonderful words of support. Next, we'd like to call Mr. Roman Babar. Roman Babar served York Centre in the Provincial Parliament from 2018 to 2022. He always puts his constituents first, most notably for children with autism, and in favor of balanced public health response at a great personal cost. Roman is passionate about Canada's democracy and preserving economic opportunity for the next generations of Canadians. He is known for saying what he believes and doing what he believes is right. Please give a warm Hare Krishna to Roman Babar. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Roman Babar, Member of Parliament for the riding of York Centre, located in North Toronto. And like many of you, I've been blessed to come to Canada as an immigrant at age 15. And like many of us, we didn't have a cent to our name. My mom was an unemployed teacher. My dad sold ice cream off those yellow bicycles. But like all of us, we were blessed with a Canadian opportunity, whereby all you had to do to succeed in Canada is just work hard and be nice to people, and then everything would be okay. And we got to do that while keeping our religious values and keeping our cultural values. But regretfully, as we know, in the last 10 years, Canada has changed. And you and your children no longer have the same opportunities, which is shameful. Which is why myself, Amarjit Gill, my friend, our leader, Pierre Poilievre, and the entire Conservative caucus are dedicated to bringing back the Canada we know and love, where if you work hard, you can afford good, nutritious food and a home in a safe neighborhood. And most importantly, many of you know that I'm very, very passionate about Canada's democracy. In the last couple of years, we've seen a material erosion, a decline in our ability, in our freedom of speech. And a part of freedom of speech is freedom of religion. When I was 5 years old, my grandpa told me that I was Jewish in the Soviet Union. And we had a book, a Jewish prayer book. And he said, please don't tell anyone, Roman, that we have this book. Because if the communist government found out that we have a Jewish prayer book, he would potentially go to jail. That's why it gives me such great pleasure to join you today to celebrate Krishna and to celebrate the diversity of our country and the contribution that Hindu Canadians make to Canada. It is such a blessing that I get to be welcomed as a Russian and Ukrainian Jew to a Hindu festival in Scarborough and feel the blessing of the Lord, no matter who and how you worship. I'm sincerely grateful to you for that. And myself and the Conservative Party are going to keep fighting for this diversity and the ability of all of us to worship freely who and how we believe. I am sincerely grateful to all of you. I wish you a wonderful day of festivities. On behalf of Pierre Poilievre and Canada's Conservatives, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Roman Baber, Member of Parliament, thank you once again for sharing your words of support and freedom of religion. Hare Krishna!
Hare Krishna. Thank
Mr. Shanchan,
you all
come on
so
up.
much for your presence today at our Scarborough's Rath Yatra. Okay, so
Jay Devi, get in for the picture, quickly. Smile. You smile. My mother always says, if you don't show your teeth, it's not a real smile. So everybody, show the teeth, huh?
I'm hoping to see all the smiles from all of you today as well. Thank you for your participation and for paying attention to our program today as well. Dear devotees,
Honorary members, thank you very much for joining us. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, it is our great fortune to have with us one of our senior devotees from Iskcon, Toronto, a disciple of the recently departed Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. He has dedicated his life to the service of Shri Shri Radha Kirchar Gopinath as a pujari, and by serving devotees by providing classes on the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, among other books. He is loved for being an exceptional teacher and mentor to so many, bringing many to Krishna consciousness and also taking care of existing devotees. At the same time, he is a grahasta, a family man, being father to 3 lovely children, a grandfather of 2 boys, and a stalwart of a husband to guide his household. He also retired as a managing director of IBM, and with his vast worldly experience, he is able to expertly bridge the professional and the spiritual worlds. I am talking about none other than His Grace Rupanuga Prabhu to kindly share some words of wisdom and delight. Hare Krishna! Please give Prabhu a warm welcome.
Krishna. Somebody wave, you can hear me. Okay, that's great. Thank you. So first of all, very happy Jagannath Yatra. Hare Krishna to all of you. Thank you for coming. I'm going to take a few minutes of your time to talk about some of the origins of Rath Yatra and some of the activities that go on in preparation for Rath Yatra, especially in Jagannath Puri, where the original Yatra started. So there was a king by the name of Indrajumna who was considered responsible for the manifestation of the Lords of Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra in this material world. And he's the one who actually started the first Jagannath Yatra. But that's not the way we know Rath Yatra today. Today's Rath Yatra started about 700-800 years ago. Whereas this king I'm talking about is the son of millions of years ago. So some of the interactions that he had with Lord Jagannath, I'm going to share with you. He said that the original sculptor who sculpted the deities of Lord Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra, only his descendants should carve the deities, and only his descendants should make the new cards. Now you should know that these cards, Jagannath Puri, are never used twice. In other words, after Rath Yatra, they are actually disassembled and burnt in the stoves to cook bhoga for Lord Jagannath. Also, he begged the Lord to allow the descendants of those who served him before he was Lord Jagannath and his descendants to serve him also in days when he is not visible to the general public. And what I mean by that is there's 15 days every year after what's known as Snan Yatra, where the Lord supposedly catches cold and he stays inside. So in those days, the normal Brahmins, the pujaris, are not allowed to serve him. But it's the descendants of these people who were serving him before he became Jagannath as Neel Madhava. They're the only ones who are allowed to serve the Lord for those 2 weeks. Now these people are very low caste people. So the Brahmins are not allowed to serve the Lord in those days, but these people who are low caste people, they are allowed to. Only they are allowed to serve. And you know the way they serve prasadam or bhoga to Lord, normally we would take the plate, put in front of the Lord, and lead some chant some mantras, and then we leave the room so Lord can enjoy the bhoga. That's the process that we use. But these people, they'll sit with the Lord, make a plate for him, and then make a plate for themselves. And they'll eat together. The Lord and the devotees will eat together. And that's the process for offering bhoga around this time. Also, I want to tell you that the benedictions that this king got from the Lord was anybody who sees the deities with faith and devotion will go back to Vaikuntha. Anybody who pulls the rope with faith and devotion will go to Vaikuntha. Anybody who touches the wheel of the chariot will go to Vaikuntha. And if they are worshippers of Lord Krishna, then obviously they'll go to Golok Vrindavan. So it's very, very important. Now, in Jagannath Puri, there are 3 chariots. One for Jagannath, one for Baladev, and one for Subhadra. They're different heights and different width. They all have their individual names. They all have their different colors. So for example, Jagannath cart will have red and yellow color. Subhadra will have red and black color. And Baladev will have red and bluish green color. So they are different colors. Similarly, the wheels of these chariots are different heights, but the minimum is 14 feet. So you can see how big these charts are. And if you have seen the videos of Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra, then you can see, you can understand what I'm talking about. Now also, These deities are made of wood. So as you bathe them every year, after some time, they start to deteriorate. So they have to be replaced every so many years. And the process again is that they take the old deities and they bury them underground. And they build the new deities after having found specific trees with specific markings, and they cut them and they put them in the river. It flows in the river all the way to Jagannath Puri. They're picked up there and then they are carved behind the or inside the campus of the Jagannath Puri temple. But the miracle is that every time when they want to put the new deities underground, they dig the same place and they find that there's no deities there, there's no wood there, it's all disappeared completely. And so there's new space available, and that's where they bury the old deities. And in a Brahmin, an old Brahmin will be called to transfer what they call Prana Pratishtha from the old deities to the new deities. So he's blindfolded and he offers his prayers and extends his hand like a palm where you want to drink some water from. And when he's chanting, he feels there's something warm that's landed in his hands, and then it leaves. And that's how this transfer done from the old deities to the new deities. Therefore, they're all live deities. It's not just an idol or a statue, live deities. Then there's the kitchen. And I want to read to you something. The kitchen is 32 rooms in Jagannath Puri with 250 ovens and 752 stoves. And on each stove, they put 7 earthen pots to cook. There are specific stoves for cooking rice, or lentils and dals, or any other vegetables. And every stove has 7 stoves, and the one that cooks first is the pot on the top, not pot on the bottom. So even though the heat is coming from the bottom, but only the pot on the top cooks first, and then they all do turn by turn, they are cooked. Once they have been cooked, then they're taken to the room where the Lord's are. And so there are specific people who carry the bhoga in a yoke, and they take it to the Lord where they are residing in the temple room, and it's offered. Now you'll be surprised to know that the offering is done 56 times a day, every day. And the benediction given was that, my dear Lord, you eat the prasadam or you eat the bhoga, you wash your hands, and then before your hands dry, we'll offer you another one. So it's less than 15 minutes between offerings. So Lord is constantly eating. But at the same time, the temple is closed, temple doors are closed only for 2 hours. For 22 hours every day, people are allowed to take darshan of the Lordships. And for those 2 hours when that's closed to the general public, it is said that the demigods, Devi and Devatas, they come and get the audience of the Lord. So the Lord is busy 24 hours a day, giving his benedictions either to the general public or to the demigods. So that's the way the Lordship Lord Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra are worshipped in Jagannath Puri, and that is the way the preparations are done for the Puri Rath Yatra. And as you know, minimum 5 million people show up every year in Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra. So the Lord says that, everybody, I want to give everybody darshan. And the analogy that's given is that when we are sick, we go to a doctor. But when we are very sick, the doctor comes to our house. So Lord is saying that people in general are very sick in that they don't know me, the Lord. So therefore, they will not come to the temple. So I'll go on the street and I will give them my darshan. And as I was saying, anybody who takes the darshan of the Lord with great love and devotion goes straight to Vaikuntha or to Golok Vrindavan Dham. So, but the Lord wants to do it everywhere in the world. Originally, the Rath Yatra was happening only in Jagannath Puri. So then came a personality by the name of Srila Prabhupada, who took the message of Lord Chaitanya all over the world. And today, all over the world, Rath Yatra is happening. Even in Greater Toronto area, there are 8 Rath Yatras happening every year. And there'll be more next year, there'll be more year after that. So my point is that the Lord's desire to give darshan to everybody in the world, regardless of their religion, caste, or creed, or age, or whatever, He wants to give darshan so that they can all benefit and go back to Vrindavan or Vaikuntha. So therefore, we have this Rath Yatras, and I want to thank the management of Iskcon Scarborough for arranging this wonderful Rath Yatra for our benefit. And thank you for coming. Hare Krishna.
Hari Hari. Thank you, Rupanuga Prabhu, so much for your beautiful association today. Please accept our humble token of appreciation for your presence. And please make sure you get some prasadam. Hari Bol.
Haribo. So next we have a very unique personality coming to visit us today. Her name is Neera Chakrabarti. She is the member of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, the VHP Council of Canada, and also the World Hindu Council. She'd like to come and express a few words of what it means to be a Hindu and some support. So, Miss Neera, come on down.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Jagannath.
Jai Jagannath.
Jai Jagannath.
Jai Jagannath.
Jai Jagannath. Thank you, Iskcon Scarborough, for doing this beautiful event. My hat's off to you on behalf of Vishwa Hindu Parishad, VHP Canada. You're doing an excellent job. And we came to your mandir with Ram Lalla, if you remember, last year, and that was such an amazing memory for us. So I want to thank them for all their work that they have put in together. My hat's off to the volunteers who are still working tirelessly behind the scenes as we see. One thing I do want to say is please keep bringing your kids to the mandir. Engage them, engage yourselves, get involved, donate. This is the strength of the community, is our dharmic institution. So please come forward. You yourselves, if I have any elderly, also please come and participate in the group there. It is great to learn from your experience. So please do keep on the traditions and our heritage. And you brought so many people together. So thank you so much. And Hare Krishna.
There, Mataji, this book is for you, a token of appreciation. Thank you for coming to Iskcon Rath Yatra Scarborough. Hare Krishna. So dear devotees, everyone's enjoying prasadam? Hands up. If your hand's not up, that means you're eating, yes? Haribol. So dear devotees, we do have another chief guest who is making his way to the stage, I believe. But while he's doing that, I guess we can have a quick discussion. If someone wants to volunteer themselves